A lot of people think of success as this linear thing, that along the way you keep moving forward and you see results along the way, and then one day you're successful. They also see success as following in the footsteps of other successful people. However, success is a wild process. You might see no results for years, then overnight it just clicks. The truth is, success isn't this definitive path, and one day you might wake up out of the blue and be successful with almost no change from yourself. So what is the journey to a successful life? The journey to a successful life. Success means different things to different people. To even understand what journey you want to go on, you need to first define success for you. What do you enjoy and what do you want to do with your life? This is the same as if you were to get into a car and look for directions. You need to input the destination before you can get the journey route from your navigation system. Think about all aspects of your life, not just your career or your wealth. Those are only two aspects of your life, and many people would say they aren't the most important. I can't tell you what's important for you, but family and friends and health are just as important, if not more important, to most people, to the extent that they do all intermingle and help you to become successful in other areas of your life. The friend you make today who is still studying in college could easily be the person in 10 years who hires you to be a senior manager at their company. You might have been working constantly, getting nowhere and no recognition. Then some otherwise standard decision to make a friend 10 years ago could be what makes you successful and helps you to bring together years of learning and development that was otherwise going nowhere. If you hear almost anyone who becomes an overnight success, they usually say the same thing, that they were working constantly for years with no results. Then all of a sudden they become a huge success and people don't see all the hard work behind it. The journey to success is dramatically different for each person. Some people, their hard work and dedication gets recognized quickly. Others, it takes time. There are advantages to not becoming successful instantly, and the struggle is actually beneficial. It teaches you to value success when you actually get it. Let me give you an example. I worked with someone whose parents gave him a brand new Mercedes when he turned 18. Most people would be excited to get given a Mercedes of any kind, even a second-hand one. Even the cheapest Mercedes I would be happy with being given right now because it's a gift. If it's worth only $1,000 for an old beaten down Mercedes, that's still awesome. However, he was given a brand new Mercedes worth about $100,000. Not the best Mercedes, but a good Mercedes and a better car than 90% of people have. Because he got given it, he didn't appreciate it and even was upset that he didn't like the color or the model. He didn't earn the car, so he didn't appreciate it. The same thing happens with success. If you don't earn it, then you don't appreciate it. The same thing happens with athletes who have a lot of talent. They get some level of success but aren't challenged. Then they go off the rails with drugs and alcohol and ruin the opportunity to make life-changing money, all because they don't appreciate the success they've gotten. So they never reach their full potential, and arguably they end up worse off than someone who had no talent in sport and worked a regular job. If you've struggled, you appreciate what you've earned more. Think about a time whenever you've been hungry and for whatever reason you haven't been able to eat. When you finally do get food to eat, you appreciate the food so much more than the exact same food when it was just there before and you can eat it at any time. It's important to not be discouraged if success doesn't happen easily. With most things, if you stick at it long enough, you will make it work. You do need to be realistic. If you're 50 years old and 5 foot, unfortunately, nothing you can do will mean you'll be able to play in the NBA. However, if you do love basketball so much, you can work out a way to work in the NBA in another capacity. Obviously, the earlier you can start on any journey, the better. The more time you have, the more time you can go through the process before reaching success. However, that's not to say you can't be successful when you're older. Plenty of people over time have become successful later in life. However, getting on the journey sooner is obviously better. The journey to success is also going to be filled with ups and downs. A lot of people are discouraged or too proud to take steps backwards in order to move forwards. However, some of the greatest successes require you to take a step backwards. If you want to start a business and think you would be great because you're a senior employee now, then you probably have to prepare yourself to earn less money for a while. Realistically, when you start a new business, you won't be making good money at the start. You'll probably be working longer hours and have to do jobs that are currently beneath your current role. If you accept that being humbled is part of the journey to success, you'll be more easily able to go through that. It's going to have to happen, so embrace it and accept that this is what it takes to become a success. Earning nothing and working harder than anyone, doing what no one else is willing to do for no reward, is what earns you a lot of money in the future. It's a weird situation because at the time you were earning minimum or nothing at all, but that is actually the highest paying work you could do. The payment doesn't come until you actually do start to be recognized as a success, but when you become a success, you are actually usually being paid a lot for doing what's easier than you did at the start of your journey. But the payment also covers all that extra work you had to do to begin with. People complain that CEOs get paid too much, but they are not getting paid for what they are doing right now. They are getting paid for all the experience and hard work that they had to put in to get to where they are. They are getting paid for that knowledge, which enables them to quickly make more educated decisions. If a business owner starts a new business or a new aspect to their business, they can do so more quickly and skip a lot of bad experiences because they've already gone through it and they have more knowledge of what's required. They've learned the lessons the hard way, and so they can get something new set up much more efficiently. The journey to success has exponential growth, where at some point things will click and will start to take off astronomically. However, the early days are the hardest and you might see little to no improvements, but just because you can't see it doesn't mean that you aren't actually progressing towards your success. You have a lifetime to become a success, so long as you put in, work on improving yourself, keep trying, be open to being humbled and dedicated to what you want, then at some point it's going to click. The journey for success is different for everyone, so don't be discouraged if another person seems to get there more quickly. That may not actually be beneficial for them in the long time, and sometimes you need the slower success to be able to sustain it. Being able to deal with uncertainty is also a very valuable trait on your path to success. Appreciate the negatives because the journey to success is full of bumps and failures that teach you lessons which are important. If you look at success in life as a journey, then you can focus on the end goal and know that at some point you will get there. The fact that you were even watching a video like this shows that unlike a lot of people, you are actually spending time to improve yourself. And whilst you may not see the results from that right away, eventually you will. Good luck, and I believe in you.